We're living in a world where principles mean nothing. Values mean nothing. Loyalty means nothing. Character means nothing. I've got an issue with that. All I want to tell you right now, believe half of what you see, none of what you heard.
Man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me
What's going on,
out.
family? I want to welcome you to AOS the podcast. I'm your host, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is what I need you to do. We're on every single platform: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I need you to go and subscribe and follow us right now. We drop content every single day that'll help you with your life, because our mission here at AOS the podcast is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. I want you to live life on the next level. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that's watching this episode. This is going to be a dynamic episode. I need you to dive in. Do me a big favor. I need you to like, share, and comment. Don't be a stranger. Comment with us. And this is what I need you also to do. I need you to copy this link right here on this podcast, this episode, and share it with at least 10 of your friends. I promise you, it's going to help them out. Let's jump into the episode. I got to be all the way honest. I'm just, forget the preliminaries. I'm jumping right on into it, right? Because when I heard about this story, it really disturbed me. I mean, to my core. And the reason it disturbed me to my core, not because of what the media is saying. Let me clear this up right now. What the media is saying, a lot of people get mad because when people report news, right? And I understand. I get it how people get mad when people report trash news. I'm talking about news that they can't really verify. It's just hearsay, she say, he say, right? That trash. And I get it. Now, because I'm really mad, so I don't really want to skip no. I want to turn over every single rock, right? Let me start here first. So I saw Bishop on Sunday, right? Of course, today's Tuesday. I saw the service on Sunday. I love what he said. And I don't even know Bishop TD Jakes personally. I don't know him personally. I know of his work. I know of his ministry. I have a love for clergy. I'm a clergy. I have a love, infatuation, love for clergy. I stand behind clergy all day long, right? Um, he said this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been following, but I've never seen him emotional like this. I've seen him emotional, cry, right? But I've never seen this side of him, right? So he was like, hey, a lot of y'all here to hear my response about what's going on in the news, right? But I'm not here to address a lie. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even need to hear that. I'm not making this episode, not even episode, I'm making this video for YouTube. I'm not making this video to defend him. I'm not making this video to chastise him or to belittle him or whatever. I don't know whether the allegations are true or not. I don't believe this true. That's just me personally. I'm gonna put that out there just in case many of y'all are looking at this because it looks like clickbait, right? Just in case you're like, listen, I'm gonna keep on listening to see what's his stance. I'm letting you know my stance now. I don't believe that the allegations about Bishop is true. And this is crazy. I have no affiliation with him. I have no connection with him at all. So it doesn't benefit me to talk good in his favor, right? Or to talk negative in his favor. Now, I want to say this. I understand why the media outlets chase a big story. I get it. I've had videos that has the most views I've ever had on one video. Like now my whole platform of YouTube, it's like almost 700,000 views, almost 700,000, right? I know some people that got one video that got 700,000. We working, right? But I understand why the media outlets chase these types of stories. That's their job. This is how they get paid. This is how they keep food on the table, whether they report, correct news, whether they report trash news, whatever. I've had a few videos that went viral. I had a couple videos, about 20, 30, 40 videos that went viral, right? But this one in particular went viral, 377,000 views, right? And it makes you get to the place like, yo, I want to chase the next high. I want to chase the next big thing. I want to hit big like that again. So I understand from the media's outlet. However, I'm a person that believes that you ought to move with integrity, and you ought to move with the characteristics of a person that's not trying to get the views, that's not trying to get the engagement, but I'm trying to report the real story. Right, because the media has done, and when I say media, I'm talking
What's
about
going on,
family. I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job, you lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, you started a business, and the business started off great, and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I'm like, I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation, because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes and Nobles, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode. Outlets has done a horrible job, has done a great job at making people feel the way that they want them to feel about a certain set of people, right? So, when you think about Africa, you think about Ebola. But if you ever go to Africa, Africa's the most beautifulest place that you've ever been. Matter of fact, Africa has the most resources, almost the most. It has. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it like this because I'm not that abreast on that type of research, but I do know this: they have resources that America doesn't have. There are some things that that Africa has that America doesn't have. Matter of fact, one of the things was about the iPhone. That they had something there that helped that made the iPhone, the screen that you can find nowhere else in the world. They have resources, but the media don't report how beautiful Africa is. They don't report that. They don't tell you how beautiful Africa is, right? It is what it is. But this thing about Bishop, it blows me because a lot of people are speaking. It's crazy. It's crazy how many people are making jokes about it. Now, the reason I made this video, I wasn't going to say nothing about it because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really keep up with current events like that. I do keep up with current events, but I don't keep up with messy. I didn't know what it was about until somebody said something about it and I heard what Bishop said. That's the only reason I saw three things. Heard somebody talk about it, and I saw this guy post on Instagram like, y'all staying with the Jakes family. I'm like, yo, what's going on? They good, right? That's my mindset. Like, they good, like not like something happened or something like that. Like for his death. That's where my mind went. My mind didn't go to allegations. So then I started hearing some stuff. And the reason I made this video that I felt necessary to push to make the video, I ain't gonna make this long. I just want to tell you something, and you take it for what it's worth. There was a lady, I saw this video, this post that went viral. Of course, it was viral. It was a viral content creator, right? And I think it had 200, 300,000 likes, a million comments, something stupid, right? And this lady, I have no clue who this lady is, but from the looks of her, she's in shape, she's fit, right? Body crazy, like she works out, but she had a bald head, so I'm assuming that she has cancer. I'm looking at her page, and, I didn't look too deep, but it's just, she looks like she stays in the gym, but she looks like she suffers from cancer or she is trying to survive, either one or the other. But I can tell that she listens to gospel stuff a lot, preaching stuff, inspirational stuff, right? A lot. But she put in the comments and she was like, oh man, now I got to throw all my TD Jakes books away and my CDs away. Let me know she's old, right? So she's like, I got to throw away my CDs. I got to throw away everything TD Jakes. So I commented and I was like, yo, if you're doing this for clout, that's whack, right? That's whack. Like, it's trash to me because soon as somebody so-called gets in the media and gets bad publicity, you're ready to throw him to the wolves. But this is the same guy that encouraged you from a distance off the ledge. This is the same guy. Bishop T.D. Jakes is the same guy that when you were depressed, when you were at your lowest moment, you popped in a CD or you went to YouTube and listened to Bishop, and he encouraged you and talked you from a distance off your ledge, talked you from committing suicide, talked you out of committing suicide. Right now, since the media has said something about him, now you want to throw him to the wolves and say he trash, say that you don't believe in his ministry no more, as if he doesn't have any effectiveness in your life or never helped you in life, never inspired you, never encouraged you. That's trash to me. And it's so sad how people will cancel people so fast now, even with the Diddy situation. So many people are like, why would he connect himself with Diddy? Why not? You guys are so judgmental because soon as a preacher don't want to mess with somebody because they're dirty, first thing they say is, oh, you don't want to mess with him because he's dirty, or you don't want to mess with her because she's dirty. It's crazy, right? So you're so quick to demonize people because of something that you heard. I'm telling you today, believe half of what you see, none of what you heard. Because it'll mess you up it bothers me. How a person, because it's crazy, because you can do, even in a relationship, you can do something so amazing. I mean, amazing. And people will cast you to the wolves, right? And forget about all the amazing things that you've done. Cast you to the wolves because of one bad mistake. Now, I'm not saying that Bishop did it. I don't believe it. I can't see my man doing that. I just can't see him. I can't, right? And, whether wrong or right, I don't care. I'm standing with my guy. Period. Right? Now, I just want to say this. It bothers me to my core. The same people that's rooting, or the same people that's watching his videos and bust out crying because he said something that really touched your heart, that you felt like God was speaking through him to you. Now, all of a sudden, on next week, you heard some stuff. Oh, God don't speak to him. Why is he leading people astray? How is he? Now, I'm going to say this because I was talking to somebody and they said that, and it made me mad. Because they're saying that he's leading people astray because he's living a life. He's living a life, right? They're talking as if it's true. He's living a life and he's being deceitful and deceptive. And my thing is, how? I've never heard. Now, I'm not saying I don't know his stands on gay relationships, but I've never heard Bishop bash the LGBTQ community. I've never heard it. I've never heard him bash that community. I've never heard him say, you're going to hell if you're gay. I never heard him say that. So my question becomes, right? Let's say it is true. How can you demonize him and say he's deceptive when this is not his message? I remember an interview that he said this. He was like, they asked him about the LGBTQ community. He was like, yo, find a community, a church that speaks to you. That's it. And he left it at that, right? Whether it's politically correct, hey, look, that was his response. But I'm dealing with the part where people are so quick to say God is not with him. People are quick to say that he's not who he say he is. Like, the truth of the matter is, it's crazy because nobody's perfect. I dare you to expose the issues and things that you have that you don't want nobody to know about. You got some stuff in your closet that you don't want nobody to know about. Matter of fact, some of y'all skeletons has some meat and blood flowing through the veins in your closet that you don't want nobody to know about. There has been some conversations that you have held. It's killing me because the first thing I know, they have some things about Diddy, right? That's out in the public, right? There's some things with Cassie that's coming up that she's saying that he did, woo. I'm not here for that. But the thing about it is, a lot of people have an issue with Bishop being that close to Diddy, as if Diddy doesn't need a pastor, as if he doesn't need a spiritual advisor or somebody praying for him. Y'all so judgmental. Y'all listen, because I'm gonna tell you, when my videos go viral, the videos that go viral, I see y'all in the comments talking trash, saying everything under the sun about me, right? Saying he's doing this for money. Just You never met me a day in your life, never had any kind of conversation with me, never sat down to look at all of my catalog to see what I really stand for, right? And people just make a quick judgment because of something that somebody said. And that's what bothers me, because y'all jokers are quick to talk and don't know the facts. Quick to bury this man that has done some amazing things in the entertainment world, in the film world, in ministry, has changed some of y'all lives. And it's crazy because a person can help change your life, can help change the trajectory of your life, and you still, if you think that they've done something bad, you ready to kill them. You ready to throw them to the wolves. Listen, we don't mess with them. We don't rock with them. Listen, that's why I tell everybody: believe half of what you see, none of what you heard. Keep on repeating that. Believe half of what you see, none of what you heard. Like y'all hell out here. You ready to throw a man that has done decades of work, great work, right? And I'm gonna tell you another thing that's bothering me too, because I don't care, right? I'm gonna say this: I don't care whether if it is true, which I don't believe that it is true. I don't care if it is true. A lot of y'all guys, pastors, are not standing up, saying nothing. I mean, you might as well just keep quiet like everybody else and just blame him and say he is guilty and talk crazy about him. You might as well. Like I've got an issue. Many of y'all waiting for the smoke to clear and for him to be proven not guilty, and then you're gonna come out and say something. Nah, I'm saying something from the get go. I've got an issue with you jokers. I've got an issue with y'all. You guys will lift somebody on a high pedestal. And I'm saying y'all because I can't name all y'all individually, but you guys know who you are. Y'all trash. Y'all are trash. I see y'all in my comments every single day. Every day. I see y'all. Who is this guy? Who gave this guy a mic? Oh, they give anybody a good camera, has a good camera. Anybody start a podcast. But and I'm gonna tell you this: the reason I can talk I can talk with so much authority on this topic, because in a different level, a different scale, I'm in the same predicament. Now, I haven't done anything wrong. Can't nobody, say anything crazy about me. You know, they can make up stuff. But what I'm saying is, I've had people leave in the comments, who is this guy? This guy's a simp, because of the information that I'm talking about. You already know my platform is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you get to the next level. That's my whole mission. That's my whole heart's desire, to do everything to interview people that will help you get to the next level and inspire you. It's crazy, man. It's sad how people will throw daggers at you and kill you because of one mistake or one thing that they think that you did wrong. People will move with intentionality and not have no facts. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I don't need no facts, because the body of work that he has done speaks for itself. And I don't care. Listen, I'm going to say this too. I understand. I'm not defending anything, right? Right is right, wrong is wrong. I understand how you can get to a level, because a lot of people say, how do you get to a level and now you switch and now you want the same sex, right? As it pertains to sexual activities. When you have gotten to a place, right, of prominence, say you've gotten to a place of wealth, if you've gotten to a place, I'm not talking about Bishop T.D. Jakes in this point right here. I'm just saying I understand the mindset. Once you get to a place of life or a level in life, your desires for a thing, whether it's sexual, whether it's money, whether it's power, once you get to that place that you've had a goal to reach, it only gets stronger to get to the next level, right? And I may do another episode and break it down the sexual part too, because it's crazy. Because in the industry, I don't know for a fact, but I know that we hear this all the time, that to make it big, you got to do this. I just don't believe with when it comes down to Bishop. And the truth of the matter is, he's not my pastor. I've never met him before. He doesn't endorse nothing about AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, nothing. I have no ties to this guy. Have no ties to the bishop. But I'm seeing his track record. of the things that he has done, right? And the lives that he's touched, the lives that he has changed. And I'm gonna tell you this as I'm about to stop. I'm done. But I'm gonna tell you one biggest thing that bothers me is a lot of people have something to say, but have no clue about his track record and what he has done and what he has accomplished. When I say accomplished, I'm not talking about the movies. I'm not talking about the books. I'm not talking about the money he has made, but I'm talking about the silent testimonies of people's lives that he has changed indefinitely that you'll never hear about. I've got an issue. Listen, this man has done decades of work. Is he perfect? No. Is he Jesus Christ? No. Is he sinful? Yes. Does he have blemishes on his jersey? Yes. What are they? I don't know, and I don't care. It's not my business. Right? That's something that him and God will have to deal with. But as he said he does what he's commanded and has been anointed to do. And he said all he wants to hear from God is, well done, my good and faithful servant. That's what we hear. So I mean, you guys are just, you guys, man, like check yourself. And I'm gonna tell you this too. A lot of y'all don't understand about the spiritual world, but be mindful on the words that you speak about somebody, especially when they're God's person, right? When they're God's set man or set woman, be careful what you say about them. The Bible says it distinctively, touch not my anointed ones, do my prophets no harm. And touching is not just a physical touch. Touch can be through your tongue. Because this is crazy. I'm going to say this. This is why I feel the way I feel. What has transpired? Matter of fact, I'm going to make this an episode because I want this to go. I'm going to make this an episode. Words, I know we hear all the time, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. This shows me that words hurt him because how emotional he got on the pulpit. It really spoke volumes to me how the words that somebody else said about him that weren't true, right? And the truth of the matter is, I know that, he has hired lawyers, and how many people will say it in that manner? I mean, you could chop it up how you want to chop it up. The way I took it is I love it. He addressed it with class. A lot of y'all came to church today, and normally he see about 30,000, right? It was like, a lot of y'all came to church today just to hear my response about what's going on in the media. He said, I will not take time to address lies. And I love that. I'm going to just end with this. Be mindful, even if it's outside of somebody spiritual. Be mindful of what you say about somebody else because you never know when it's your turn to be in the hot seat. You never know when it's your turn to be ridiculed, to be tore down, to be exposed. I'm not saying he's being exposed, but he is being ridiculed. He is being put down. People are talking crazy. A lot of people are already like, hell, he gonna fall from grace. Nah. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna just say it like that. I don't believe it. I don't believe what they're saying is true. I just don't. And I'm not even defending him. I'm not even defending the gospel. I'm not even defending for preachers. I'm defending for people that have done some amazing things in life. And soon as you found out that they're human and they're not supernatural beings, you want to kill them and throw them to the wolves and say they never mattered. When they talked you off a ledge in your darkest moments, now you're ready to forget about them? Now you're ready to cancel them? Y'all something else. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.